Hey, Bleedbigblue, Tim from the podcast. Just wanted to come talk to you guys. I'm a little late with the list this week because, honestly, I've been basking in the glory of Giants finally beating Philadelphia, and it just feels good. Feels like all is right in the world. Now, I'm gonna come with a list, but I'm gonna do a little differently this week. I'm not going to talk about the Philadelphia game as far as the list of glory. I will give a shout out Daniel Jones for another game of not turning the ball over. And defense, you played amazing. But I'm going to go over my list of glory and shame as far as the halfway point in the season. Since we are on bye this week, I want to just do an overall view. So, without further ado, this is the list of glory, halfway point through the season. Number 1 on the list of glory, I really think has been almost debatable that he's probably the MVP of our defense right now. And I'm going to have to go with number 1, James Bradberry. He's got 3 interceptions on the year. But you guys all been watching the games. He's been shutting down pretty much everybody that he's faced. And honestly, is looking at the contract that we signed him for and what he's doing, we got him cheap. And you know what? I'm just glad he's a Giant. And I hope he continues to be a Giant even after this contract. But at this point in the season, he's absolutely been amazing. So welcome to the list of glory, James Bradberry. Number 2 on my list of glory halfway point, Blake Martinez. Another free agent signing that has panned out amazing. It's nice having a good linebacker right in the middle of the defense. It's been a while. Martinez is leading the league, the whole league, with 96 tackles. Not to mention the fumble recoveries, the countless plays he's making on the field. Plus, he's just he's the orchestrator of the defense. He's the one calling it out. And this is his first year with us. This is the first time in his defense. I can just see him getting better and better over the years. But I love that he's in the middle of this defense right now and he's playing awesome. So, Blake Martinez, welcome to the list of glory. Number 3. Now, I had a bunch of people that I was thinking about for number 3. But I'm going to go with a guy that has gotten a lot of flack, from last year to this year. And now he's finally starting to get some credit. And he deserves it because he's a good player. Number 3 on my list of glory is Leonard Williams. Right now, all everybody's talking about, he had no sacks last year and anything like that. He has 5 right now. On pace, let's say he's going to get, probably 8 to 9 sacks at least. This guy is playing in the middle of the defense. Him and, Tomlinson have been tearing it up for this defense. And their biggest thing coming into next year is we got to figure out which one we want to sign if we can't sign both of them. But Leonard Williams, all the people that are worried about the trade, are you really worried about the trade now? The way he's playing? Let's think about that. It was a 3rd round pick, and it'll be a 5th round pick this year. Was he worth it? What would we have gotten if we took the 3rd round pick instead of him? Not the kind of player, we wouldn't get the player that he is. Just want to put that out there for all the people that are mad about the trade still. And I do hope he signs long term with us. But at this point, halfway through the season, he's definitely one of the leaders on our defense. And he's Leonard Williams. Welcome to the list of glory. Now, for the list of shame at the halfway point in the season. This I had a tough time with because I know this is a young team and they're learning, they're getting better. But number one on my list of shame at the halfway point in the season is the cornerback number 2 position. I couldn't put it on just one player because there's been a bunch of people playing the cornerback number 2. Now I know it's tough when Bradberry's shutting a person down on the other side and pretty much all the throws are going against that person. But Corey Ballantyne started there. He's not even on a team anymore. Isaac Yadam, I see some skill there, but he's also been putting in bad games on his belt. We need to shore that up. And it would have been nice if we actually had DeAndre Baker and he didn't get himself even in the trouble he did get in. Good for him that he got out of it and now he's going to be a Kansas City Chief. But what it is. That's definitely a position I see us going after in free agency or drafting come next year to shore that up. But it's definitely a weakness on our team. So shame on anybody who's been playing the number 2 cornerback position because you need to play better. Number 2 on the list of shame. This has come from recent events, but also the way the team was playing early. It's Marc Colombo. Shame. You are on the list of shame. And not only did you try to cross Joe Judge and you couldn't do that, but and get fired. But from what it sounded like, it's when Joe Judge started helping you out as far as the offensive line is when the offensive line started playing better. And they were not playing well in the beginning of the season until you got help. So I'm a little disappointment because I thought you were a better coach than that. So shame on you, Marc Colombo, for not developing our young offensive line better than you did. Joe Judge, great move as far as moving on. Number 3 on my list of shame. This one was tough, but not really. It's Evan Engram. You're on my list of shame for halfway point through the season. Yes, you've made some plays, but you've also made a lot of bad plays as far as big drops, as far as untimely offensive interference calls, things of that nature. I expect more from you. I expect you to play better. You're supposed to be one of our top playmakers. Act like it. And halfway through the season, it hasn't been a consistent play from you. So just get back to what you can do, and hopefully you play better in the rest of the season. Now, that was my list, guys. Here's the deal. There's one person I'm going to just give props to halfway through the season, and you guys all should do it, is Coach Judge. You're doing a great job. I think every week I'm finding more things I like about you, and you're running a tight ship. You're teaching these kids how to play, and they're loving it. So I can't see any way we would move on from you, even if we did move on from Dave Gettleman. I think you're a great coach, and I'm looking forward to the future as you being a Giants coach. Now, guys, we've been a little busy as far as this show, but hey, give us a call, email us, whatever. Watch the show, Wednesday nights, 10 o'clock, or at least just check us up on YouTube. Make some comments. Let me know what you think of the lists. Let me see what your halfway point list is. Alright, because I'm going to still bleed blue because we're playing well and I'm loving it. I hope you're loving it too.